Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lupina Sulabian. I want to presentation vocabulary building project. Collective noun. The theory. A collective noun is a noun that represents a group of individuals or things, although the noun itself is singular in form. It refers to multiple entities. The central theoretical issues with collective nouns is subject verb agreement, singular agreement, plural agreement. Journal reference, source concept, academic article discussing subject verb agreement and natural agreement, agreement based on meaning rather than form, often address collective noun. Journal area linguistic, particularly syntax and morphology. The example, jury. The jury are still debating the evidence in the courtroom. The collective noun jury is treated as plural, common in British English or when emphasizing individual action. The individuals within the jury are having separate debates, hence and plural verb are. Number 2, flock. A flock of birds flew south for the winter. The flock is a collective noun for bird. It is treated as a singular unit. The entire group perform one action of flying, taking the singular past tense verb flew. Number 3, team. The team is celebrating its victory tonight. The collective noun team is treated as a singular unit American standard. It is celebrating one victory together, hence the singular verb is. Number 4, staff. The entire staff was given a bonus for their excellent performance. Staff is treated as a singular unit acting collectively to receive one bonus. The singular verb was is used. Number 5, family. My family was different opinion on where we should go for vacation. Family is treated as plural because the sentence emphasizes the individuals within the family holding this trait. Spared opinion. The plural verb have is appropriate here. Abstract collective noun. The theory, an abstract noun is a noun that name an idea, concept, quality, feeling, or state that can't be perceived by the five senses: sight, touch, taste, smell, hearing. They refer to intangible things. Journal reference. The categorization of nouns into abstract and concrete is a fundamental topic in semantics and grammar. Source concept linguistic studies on lexical, semantic, and nouns classification often discuss the abstract or concrete distinction, its neurological basis, and its role in language acquisition. Key concept to search semantic classification of nouns, abstract versus concrete. The example, number 1, courage. It takes great courage to face one's fears. Courage is an intangible quality or feeling. It can't be seen, touched, or measured, thus making it an abstract noun. Number two, freedom. Freedom is a right that should be guaranteed to all citizens. Freedom is an abstract concept, a state of being. It is not a physical object. Number three, justice. The lawyer argued that the defendant had been denied justice. Justice is an abstract concept relating to fairness and morality. It is an idea, not a thing. Number four, patience. She shows remarkable patience while waiting for the result. Patience is an abstract quality of being able to endure delay or suffering. It is state of mind. Number five, belief. His strong belief helped him overcome his challenge. Belief is an abstract concept referring to a mental state of acceptance that something is true. Vocabulary building with intransitive phrasal verbs. Vocabulary building with intransitive phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are important for vocabulary development in second language learning. The example run, drop out, took off, woke up, and calm down show how this verb express meaning that can't be understood literally. Learning them helps learner communicate ideas more naturally and fluently. Phrasal verbs support vocabulary building by teaching learner common word combination used in every English. Instead of learning English word, learner acquire meaning language units that improve speaking and listening skill. However, second language learner often face difficult with intransitive phrasal verbs because their meaning are idiomatic and unpredictable. Learner may also confuse intransitive and transitive forms, which can lead to grammatical error. Gender formation with suffix. Gender formation in English can be observed through the use the derivational suffix that marks feminine gender, such as s and ein. The noun pairs actor, actress, waiter, waiters, prince, princess, host, hostess, and hero, heroine. Demonstrate how suffixes change the meaning of a base word by indicating gender. Morphological analysis of each example. Actor, actress. The suffix s is added to the base noun actor to form actress. This is a derivational morphological process because it creates a new lexical item with a modified meaning. Waiter, waiters. The base noun waiter take the suffix s, forming waiters. The suffix marks feminine gender while maintaining the occupational meaning. Prince, princess. The suffix as is attached to prince, resulting in princess. The process indicates female royal status. Host, hostess. The noun host combined with with a s to form hottest. The suffix causes a gender dic- distinction without changing the grammatical category. Hero, heroine. The suffix "-ine" is added to hero, forming heroine. This derivational process signal feminine gender and slightly alter pronunciation and spelling. How gender suffix change meaning? Gender suffix change the meaning of the base word specifying the female form of a noun that is otherwise gender neutral or masculine. For example, actor refers to a person who performs in plays or films, while actress especially refers to a female performer. This semantic change doesn't alter the core role or occupation, but adds gender information to the base word. Research, research-based young function, research by Hellinger and Mochhenbegger 2050 on gender marking in English explains that feminine suffix such as "-s" developed historically to mark gender distinction, although their use has declined in modern English due to gender-neutral language trends. Empirical studies show that learners must understand both the form and sociolinguistic implication of gendered suffix in vocabulary acquisition. Vocabulary formation with collective nouns. Collective nouns are nouns that refer to a group of individuals as a single unit as such as commit, jury, swarm, audience, and staff. They function as important vocabulary units because they allow speakers to express group concept efficiently without listing individual members. Subject verbs agreement analysis. The committee has approved the proposal. The verb has is singular because commit is viewed as a single unit acting together. The jury was divided in its decision. The singular verb was is used because the jury is treated as one entity, even though there is internal disagreement. A swarm of insects covered the file. The subject swarm is singular, so the verb covered agrees with it with it as a singular noun. The audience clapped loudly. The verb clap reflects collective action, and the audience is treated as a single group acting together. The staff are attending workshop today. The plural verb is used because staff interpret as individual acting separately, which is common in British English. Function of collective noun as vocabulary units. Collective nouns function as single lexical items that represent a collection of people or things. By learning collective noun, language learner can describe social group, institution, and quantities more precisely and consciously. For example, commit and jury respond formal decision-making group, while swarms refers to a large moving group of insects. This support vocabulary development by expanding learning ability to express complex group concepts. Thank you.